Oh, hey there, everybody. It's Dr. Devin. I want to play a quick little top 10 game with you based on some of the questions that have been coming in about the big idea. I thought it would be good to take a few seconds and clarify what is the big idea and what it is not. So in no particular order, I'm going to pick a few things that it is and it is not. Big idea 2022 is not going to be live streamed, and that is for a reason. We want to make sure that it is live and in person and really special and a deep dive for the people that commit to saying yes and to go all in. And there might be a virtual ticket down the road. We've played with a lot of different aspects, but quite frankly, like, some of the best big idea medicine comes in the hugs and in the high fives and in the networking and the connections, and you just can't do that virtually the same way as you can in person. So it will not be live streamed this year. All right, next one. It is in Wichita, Kansas, and for a reason. So the heartbeat of the big idea came because my husband and I wanted to bring some of our favorite speakers and leaders and doctors and storytellers and inspirational movers and shakers to the heartland, to our community, to our friends and family. So we've had some opportunities this year to co-host in different locations in California or Texas or even Florida, and I love traveling. So there is a part of me that's like, yes, let's take the big idea to the world. I actually had somebody reach out and ask if I wanted to bring it to Maui, and it's tempting. But the big idea belongs to Wichita because that's where our heart is. And we can't wait to bring the world to Wichita. So for those of you that are attending from out of town, get ready because there is a special kind of swagger here in Wichita. And you're going to get to feel that down home, small America with, some big town. People are always surprised. Your restaurants are so great. The farmers market's amazing. And you're going to be right in the heart of Old Town. So you will get to see the best of Wichita. All right, next one that it is not, and this one's kind of hard to say, but 2022 big idea is not for kids. And this is tough because for anybody that's come to the past events, you know that the kids, including my own, that took the stage and were dancing, and they've been an integral part of past events. And this year, it's not for kids because it's for the kids. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of work that I need to do myself. And the best thing that I can do for my children is to become a better mother, a better woman, a more healed and whole version of myself. And so the content this year is going to be a little more mature. We don't have an age limit on tickets by any stretch. You're going to have to use your discretion, but also based on our DJ and lights and sounds and some immersive integrative things that we're doing. I wouldn't, bring little ones, infants under 2 for sure. And your little people, it's really hard to be totally in tune with these speakers and the interactions that they're going to take you on. So this year is not for kids, but we have some big ideas in the works for things we can do in the future. But this year's for the mamas and the papas, and this is the year we got to do the work. Next, the big idea is full of surprises. So I can promise you that this event is different than any other because yes, I follow a schedule and an agenda, and I have, an outline of what I've, got to do to help create the big idea. But this thing is something that I hold and allow the breath of God to play through me and our amazing dream team. So we stay open. And that means that there might be last minute additions to speakers. We have a handful of speakers that can't make it physically in person, and they're like, but we want to be a part of this. And so they're donating different gifts and different lectures, and I can't give away too much, but there will be surprises in-house. There's going to be surprises in your swag bags. There are going to be added value surprises at every turn of the event. So you will get far more than you bargained for. I can promise that. All right, next. This year is not going to be bigger. Now, I think it will be. The ideas will be bigger because it's 2 days instead of 1, but it is not bigger in terms of venue. Actually, we wanted to go smaller. I wanted to compress it a little bit more. I wanted to take the people that said yes to this event even deeper, because what I'm feeling when I go to different events is this kind of blast off syndrome where we get blasted apart and then we go back into our lives. And what I'm hearing over and over again is that it's getting tough to integrate things and actually purpose them. And while I do want to move you and shake you and inspire change, I would feel better about the time and energy and money you're going to spend on the big idea if you walked away ready and armed with the hows and the strategies and how you're going to take this into motion. So we're going more intimate this year, and you're going to feel that. That means that because we're not trying to serve the thousands this year, there'll be time and place for that. This year, we want to go smaller and really double down our efforts so that every person gets twice as much out of it. All right, next. So the big idea is so much fun. Like I was so inspired by the different Tony Robbins events that I've been privileged enough to go to. It is not easy doing self-development work. It is not easy to call out for radical change in your health, in your life, in your career, in your relationships, wanting more out of wealth and this life experience. You've got to work for it, but this is the most fun work that I have ever done. And if you tap into some of our testimonials from people in the past, they can tell you that this was the type of shadow work they could get behind because they were held in sacred space with brothers and sisters doing the same type of work. And they could, dive into really looking at themselves and reflecting and felt supported and worthy to call out for these changes because of the tone and temperature of the environment. It's unlike any other. And it is work, but it is so much fun with the lights and the sounds and the gifts and all of it. All right. The big idea 2022 is not about COVID. That is not to say we will not talk about all things related to what we have been through over the last few years, but I'm really sick of the one lane conversation that our culture has become obsessed with. I actually think that the way through is to go beyond surface level conversations. I want to zoom out. I don't want to talk about all the things that are wrong. I want to talk about the things that are right and the things that we could make better in the controllable factors within our life. And the speakers that we have coming in, they're going to talk about empowerment. They're going to talk about health. They're going to talk about probably the mandates and the law and the different things that we have to look at. This isn't about being so rainbows and sunshine and we just don't want to look at the bad stuff. It's that we won't let it become consuming. We're not going to be distracted by the illusion that our whole life has to be obsessed with that conversation. Actually, we're going to shift the gear. We're going to shift the focus so that we can be the ones that start to step this thing beyond that conversation. All right, big idea 2022 is worth every single penny. Now, when we released that we were raising ticket prices, that we were expanding the offerings, there was definitely some people going, oh my gosh, you're raising the price. And we are, because we're going to foot the bill to bring more and higher caliber of speakers. I hate saying that because the past speakers have been off the charts. They will be every year, but we want more of them. We want to hit from a diverse background of different, topics and conversations and offerings. And, there's more cost to host a bigger party. And so it will be worth every single penny. And my husband and I, just like we do in our chiropractic offices, it is a money back guarantee. If you come to this event and for whatever reason, you lean in and you try it on and you are just not feeling it, or you get through it and you come up to me or to him or one of our team members and you say, I don't get it. I did not get my money's worth. I did not get my time's worth. I want my money back. If that is truly your heart of heart feelings and you shake my hand and say, this was not what you said it was going to be, we will give you your money back. Money back guarantee, because we know that we know that we know this is worth every penny and then some. All right, the last not. So big idea 2022 is not for everyone. Now, this one's been hard because in the very beginning of, birthing the big idea, I wanted it to be for everybody. I mean, literally, we were like dragging people off the streets and saying, come on, come on, come on. And the truth, as I've come to learn it over these last few years, is that it's really not for everyone. If you like your comfort zone, if you are okay with status quo and you just really don't feel like you're ready to take responsibility for your health, for your relationships, for your wealth, for your life, if you don't want more, if you do not want more out of your life, out of love, out of everything that living life has to offer, if you don't crave and desire more, then this event is not for you, because this is designed, which takes me to the number one. The big idea 2022 is for the dreamers, for the rebels, for the disruptors, for the innovators, for the ones who are gratefully unsatisfied, who are happy with their lives, but know there's more, and that know if it is to be, it's up to me. And that if I want to change the world, I have to work on me first. The big idea is not for the people who are waiting for someone to make it all right and to bring them the miracles. The big idea 2022 is for the miracle makers, for the magic shakers. It is for the heroes, for the ones that were born for such a time as this. And if I'm speaking your language, that means the big idea is for you. And that this is our time to remember who we are, to reclaim the joy and the laughter and the love and the energy and the positivity and the hope and the light that belongs to us, and to rise into the next chapter ready, steady, and more vibrant than ever before. So that's my top 10 of what the big idea 2022 is and is not. And if you have any other questions, hit me up. I'll see you there. Mwah!